evaluate the rest of the guys as we see them today and tomorrow. Obviously, not good enough. You got to come away with a win. Got to come away with taking care of the football, putting ourselves in position to go find a way to win, and we didn't do that. So that's the disappointing part. The results are what they are. That's frustrating. But with that, I'll take any questions.
You had a decision to either kick, go for it, 4th and goal from the 3. Why'd you decide to go for it instead of 6 points?
Yeah, just with that field position, I think it's really important to get the 7 there from the 3-yard line.
On those 4th downs, I think you guys are 0 for 4. I know the one was in the end zone, but did you see anything on those 3? I know the other 3. I know there's a huge plays in the game.
A turnover on downs is a turnover. I know it doesn't officially go down as a turnover, but you're putting your defense back there on the field, and you got to come through. When it's 4th and 1, the advantage has to be towards the offense, and you have to come through there.
I saw you talking to Dorian on the sidelines after the pick. Obviously, ill-advised throw for him there. What did you see there?
Yeah, I think, obviously you're always at every play, you're looking at it and thinking about the decision and the accuracy and all those things, and just making sure that he's understanding in those roles when you have to locate defenders. I think that was really the biggest thing there on that play.
Kevin, why is he struggling with some of the real short basic stuff, whether it's, throwing out of the backfield, throwing it into the flat, not even just going down the field, but it just seems he's really struggling with timing on those shorter routes.
Yeah, we'll look at it, and it's not for lack of effort. He's putting in the work. We'll look to help him in any way we can to score some points.
Kevin, you were determined to have him finish this game. Why?
Just felt like that's what was best for the team.
I know it's early, but will you start him next week in Baltimore?
Yeah, I won't get into anything for next week, Mary Kay.
Given on the intentional groundings, I know that it's not just on the quarterback, but does he have to sort of, in those situations try to, is there something he can do to avoid those?
Certainly you want to avoid those. Those are big penalties with the loss of down and the yardage. So we'll continue to coach them up. And there's obviously, as everybody knows, there's certain times that a sack is okay. You don't love it, but sometimes you have to do that. It's like anything with a young quarterback, teaching when to throw it away, when to make that decision. So we'll keep coaching them.
Kevin, how do you get your guys ready with one game to go and things looking so bad? How do you get them ready to play a team like Baltimore next week?
Yeah, it's no different than every single week, Jeff. It's the NFL. It's a privilege to play in this league. It's a privilege to coach in this league. We love the competitive nature of these games. It's a division opponent. That's just how we operate.
Miles got 2 sacks to get to that 14, making a little history. One of the few positives from today. Just what can you say about the consistency he brings in week out?
Yeah, plays hard, and I think he got real close on a few field goal block attempts as well, and I think that's a great measure of how hard you're playing is how hard you go on that unit, and he's given us everything he's got.
Kevin, you were a fan of Snoop throughout the preseason and all of that. What did you see in Tyler today?
Yeah, he made a great play there on that 3rd down. We brought everybody. He made somebody miss, and natural ability took over, but obviously he made a few plays today.
Kevin, you guys have obviously supported Dustin through his struggles this season, but seeing him make that field goal, what did that just mean for confidence-wise?
Yeah, like we've talked about with Dustin, always work through this with him. He's a veteran. He's kicking it really well in practice. Obviously just had that one opportunity in this one, but a veteran that we really trust.
Kevin, fans will take consolation in moving up to number 3 in the draft order. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I have no comment on that, Tony.
How about with Denzel? Do you think he could be lost, for next week?
Yeah, it's way too early to tell on injuries.
Pierre looked like he left with about 2 minutes left.
Yeah, evaluating him for a head injury, but I don't have any information past that.
When did the injury to Denzel occur? Because we found out about it right, while you guys were on offense to start second half. Was it late in that?
I believe it was right at that last possession in the second quarter.
Kevin, I know it's all been disappointing, but the fact that you go 2-6 at home, you talked about trying to come out of here with the win. Just what's that frustration level like, especially after going 8-1 last year?
Yeah, we've got the best home field advantage in the NFL with our crowd and how into it they are. We haven't done enough as a football team to keep them into it. So that's the frustrating part. I really wanted to get this one for them in this building, being the last one at home. So it's frustrating.
Obviously, you committed to getting Judy the ball. 18 targets, was that the number you envisioned?
Jerry's our best player on offense. We're trying to get him the ball any which way we can.
Good.
Okay, thank you guys.